When the moon showed up, it might as well said, "Everybody run! It's the moon!" Yeah, you see in this clip right here, like the moon the moon is rising over the horizon like Godzilla about to attack Japan. Run!
Oh, we're still doing that.
Moon, you scared.
Little kids flying up in the air, but there's certain other things that are just remaining on the ground.
Hey everyone, the Double Toasted Live Tour is coming to an end with our final show in Dallas, Texas, February 18th at Viva's Lounge. I'm trying to get an after party spot for all you VIPs and super VIPs, so get your tickets now by going to x1entertainment.com, and I'll see you soon. Let's see what we got first. Look out, superheroes out there. Oh, Roland Emmerich is back.
Yes, and he's ready for a big takedown.
Yeah, man.
All you MCU and Star Wars people, you're ruining everything, but he's here to save it.
Yes, he says right here, Roland Emmerich is back. He says cinema needs some fresh, new ideas out here. Like blowing the world up for the 50th time in a row. Like blowing up the world again.
I mean, what's more original than pulling 20 ideas from 20 different other movies to put into one?
Well, there's an original idea in there somewhere. I'm sure. You might have to blow something up or dig deep to find it.
Yeah.
But
if you saw it, you let me know.
People, because this man don't care about, unless it's Marvel, you don't care about no fresh ideas. That's what he gets for. Everybody's jumping on his ass, and that's what he gets for putting it out there, talking about Marvel just keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Believe me, I know. Hey, nobody does the same thing over and over again like me.
And Marvel's over there just, they got a mirror that, you mean like you?
Takes it away.
The most original thing that he has going outside of his own movies where he does blow stuff up is he's always trying to out-ridiculous somebody like Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
He's always had this ridiculous competition with Michael Bay. This kind of out-stupid Michael Bay.
Right.
I think old Roland Emmerich might have the edge because Roland Emmerich is like, you know what? Because Michael Bay was just blowing up cities. You know, he was always out there. Look, I blew up this famous skyscraper. Look, I blew up this famous city right here. And Roland Emmerich is just kind of like, anybody can blow up a city. Shit, you and I can do that, Martin. Anybody can blow up a city. He's like, yeah, that. I'm blowing up the world.
The world.
Several times over.
Yeah, is this his third blow up the world?
No, it's like his fourth or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, go big or get the hell out of my face. Stand back, yeah. It was funny because he was taking shots at Michael Bay at one time, and now with this movie that he has coming out, he's decided to take on a whole slew of directors.
Yeah.
If any of y'all ever directed a movie with a comet about to destroy Earth, that means you too, Michael Bay. But if anybody made a comment about made a movie about a comet or an asteroid coming down, destruction, apocalyptic level destruction that will happen on Earth. Extinction level event. He said, that's cute. You threw a rock at Earth. That's cool. Well, bitch, I'm gonna throw the moon at Earth.
Yeah, he's pulling a Thanos.
Yeah.
Moon down.
Yeah. A rock. Shit, rocks off of smoking. I'm about to throw the moon at this man. Yeah, I mean, I got to give it to Roland Emmerich over here, man. Look, he does aim big. He aims high. Now the funny thing is that throwing the moon at the Earth, anybody else would have been like, you know what? That's enough. We're stopping there.
Why stop?
Well, yeah, but with him, because after you throw the moon at Earth, you got nothing else to prove. It's like,
sure.
all right, yeah, it's like, hey, cool. But you talking to Roland Emmerich, baby. You know, I can't stop there. Shit, I'm crazy. Shit, like I said, I go big, man.
Yeah, because it is a. If your premise is to wobble the moon off its orbit, the Earth is pretty much done.
Yeah,
that's it.
But with him, it's like, and then,
exactly.
and then after that, wait, hold on.
And here's the funny thing, because it's like he goes even further. Like Martin was saying, he's like, yeah, and by the way, yeah, I'm throwing the moon at Earth. You goddamn right, I ain't scared. And by the way, it ain't a regular moon.
Of course not.
Wait a minute, what you mean ain't a regular moon? Nah, man, no, it ain't a regular moon. Nah, this one is a goddamn Death Star.
You thought the moon landing was fake?
Yeah.
No, that part was real. It's the moon itself that's fake.
Little did you know, under that moon pie crust, there's
That cheese, if you will.
There's a whole construction that has to deal with aliens and time travel and all kinds.
All right. Just about
Hey
it.
man, I'm not bullshit. At this point, the shit he might as well say, you know what, it's made of green cheese too. You know what I love about it? Pretty much what happened was Roland Emmerich, he looked at Independence Day. You know, his classic where he blew up the White House. He looked that up and said, you know, that's just not stupid enough. We can do better.
Yeah, no, people bought into that one.
Yeah, we can do better. We can be dumber. And that is where we are with Moonfall, y'all.
If you're watching this, then you know by now a huge problem is heading our way. An emergency meeting is being called at our usual place immediately. Free bagels.
Okay, so that right there tells you what this movie's trying to do, which is not a damn thing. They're already there to have fun.
Tongue cheek.
Yeah. You go like, oh well, maybe it's a satire. It's like Don't Look Up. Just another version.
No.
I don't know why we need another one. We just had an excellent one, but okay. And you go like, oh wait, that's a little bit of comedy, but that's not really.
No.
It's not really a satire.
No, this man is making a comedy right here, pretty much. I believe. You ain't gonna make me look crazy. I mean, you open up a movie about when your trailer, it's a movie about the moon about to destroy Earth, and your trailer opens up with free bagels.
Hell yeah.
Hey, it's everything. Everything is open at this point.
Not crazy!
Why are they lying about all this?
With you in this movie, you crazy. The moment you signed that contract, you were insane.
We need to tell NASA that the moon is out of orbit. Huh. Yeah, because NASA wouldn't have anybody already looking at that. Huh?
Yeah. No, you roll up in there and tell them that. You go on Sam from Game of Thrones.
I have papers. I'm throwing them at you. Papers. That's good.
Come on.
Well,
Hey,
knows.
I would be mad if they didn't use the song. I was like, it was right there, man.
I know, man, but some of them you're supposed to pass up.
No, I'm good with it. I'm good. Hey, I'll be mad. I'd be like, you didn't use the song? The song?
I hear hurricanes are blowing. Well, what's going on?
Hey, Dukes and Hazzard that shit back.
Oh my lord. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
he leaped off that shit.
Hear hurricanes are blowing. Well, what's going on?
What's the plan?
Save the moon, save her.
2 hours of fun.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right here, people. I mean, y'all saw what we saw. This shit is crazy. This is so insane. I looked at it and I said, you know what? Roland Emmerich needs help. I think there's something wrong with him, man. He needs to talk to somebody. No.
Hey, people keep giving him money to do it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Well, y'all need to stop giving him money and send his ass over to BetterHelp.com. he needs to talk to somebody. Roland, what's going on, man? You know, when you keep blowing up the world, that's not getting to the issue, man. There's something going on. Do you want to say something? Do you need to get something out? What's wrong with your crazy ass? Actually, let me be careful how I say that, people, because we like to open this stuff up with humor. We like to have people feel we like to have people at ease when we talk about this. And that is why I like to make people laugh, and I do like to make a lighthearted intro when I talk about BetterHelp.com. Because BetterHelp.com is actually helping people get the help that they need in ways that they wouldn't have done it before. That's why I'm here to tell you that, going to therapy and asking for help from people and whatnot, we're past this whole thing of, man, that's for crazy people.
Right,
That's for people who are insane. Those are for extremely, out there people, deranged people. Nah, people. That's not what that is. We all have to talk to somebody sometime. And sometimes you just can't talk to a friend. You just can't talk to a relative. You need to talk to a specialist. And at one time you used to say, well, that's expensive, or I just don't know if I want to go see somebody. I feel nervous doing that in person. Well, now all of that can be taken care of. All of that is settled. You got choices with BetterHelp.com. Also, it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be something that you should even be afraid of to go and do. Because now there's certain ways you can do this without even having to go to an office. So with BetterHelp.com, you can actually set up appointments to where you can talk to someone on the phone. You can do video chats. You can do written chats back and forth. And also, they'll set you up based on whatever the information you give them. They'll set you up with a specialist who knows just exactly what's going on with you and will suit your needs. And also, you can change that therapist anytime you like if it's something that doesn't suit you. And there's also financial help available. You should call in and ask about that. Again, this is very affordable, but they do have special financial help for people out there. And if that's somebody like you, then you should check into that. Tell you what I'm going to do, though. If any of this is sounding good, and believe me, 2 million people have used BetterHelp for therapy, so it's a lot of people out there. So this is something where, again, it's the most convenient way to seek therapy out there. You don't even have to face someone if you don't want to. But I do feel like we all need to talk to somebody at some point. I have. And help me out.
It worked for you.
Yeah. Shit, it gave me some things to think about. It's like, it's funny how you walk away from those sessions like, you know what? I didn't think of it that way. Yeah, that's why you're here. You weren't going to think of it on your own. So I want to help you folks out there out. I know we talk to each other all the time, but I don't claim to be a specialist either. So what I'd like for you to do is I want you to go to BetterHelp.com. That is BetterHelp.com/double toasted. And when you do that, you'll get 10% off your first month. I think Roland Emmerich, he's signing up right now.
Yeah, it's too late now.
And he's going to blow up the office.
Maybe he can save us from the next one.
Yeah. After watching this movie, I need help. I need to talk to somebody. So I want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this portion of the video. And I want to thank all of you out there for your support. Thank you. Let me see here. Where was I? Oh, yes, this movie. Moonfall. This is this is stupid, y'all.
Not at all related to Skyfall, which is a documentary to this.
Yeah. Again, Roland Emmerich. Why should I make the sky fall when I can make space fall on people? Listen, this movie's it's needless to say, it's dumb as hell, man. It's crazy. It's insane. This whole movie, I'll tell you what it is. It's just a game of us yelling at Roland Emmerich, yelling at the director. That's stupid. You can't do that. That's insane. You can't get away with that. And him yelling back at us, I don't care. I'm doing it anyway. You don't have to play that game. You can sit back and watch the craziness unfold with this. Not that you have a choice if you are already watching this. You can sit back and watch the craziness unfold with this. And by the way, it gets crazier as it goes along.
That is the thing about it, because we talk about how this movie gets insane, or it's out there, outlandish. And what you need to know is that it doesn't start that way. It starts out as a simple, hey, we got to stop this thing that's happening in space. It's a disaster movie. It's a simple, over-the-top disaster movie. Nothing really to speak about. Dialogue's kind of bad or very bad at times. But you go like, all right, this is, it is what it is, and we'll get over it. And maybe about 45 minutes or an hour in, when you think you've settled on it, that's when it kicks into high gear.
You being nice. 45 minutes. Shit, with me, it was about 45 seconds before this shit got crazy at the very beginning. But it gets crazy as it goes along. I give it that. It always tops itself. So you can keep yelling at Roland Emmerich saying, you can't do this, or you can just hang on and just admire how much don't give a shitness is on screen, because there's a lot. There's this, it's so, the movie's so crazy, it don't believe itself. We got Patrick Wilson, who plays Brian the astronaut. And he and Halle Berry are NASA astronauts doing what astronauts do. They just chilling in space.
Looking for something to do.
Just hanging, shooting the shit in space. Suddenly, Brian is attacked by a swarm of particle effects from early 2000s.
Did you notice how they pulled a Jurassic Park in this movie?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Yeah, people, your man Brian gets attacked by particle effects, the likes of which have not been seen since 1999. And this is where things kick off. This is where they realize, wow, you know what? We really don't know space as well as we thought we did. See, I told you, just chilling. They just out there just hanging out.
Just having a good time.
Yeah, they went out to space to listen to Toto, man.
Italy doesn't beat this for you.
Shit, no wonder the moon was attacking us.
Shut up!
Yeah,
Shut up!
Jesus. Do we have to come down to Earth to tell you to get this guy to shut up?
Oh my God.
He's like, you gone. Oh yeah, because I forgot to mention that there's a brown guy there too who's probably gonna die because he's not as famous as the other two people there. And to be honest with you, it took me a while to even notice that was I kept saying, damn, is that Halle Berry? Because I hadn't seen trailers to this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, is that Halle Berry in here, man? She's got a nose for these terrible ass movies, man.
She made a career on it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, raspberry she got now.
So many. So this movie follows the policy: if you're brown, you're going down. Is that what it is? If you're white, you're going to be all right.
No.
You had two brown people, and you can't have that. And like I said, Jurassic Park rules. Like,
that's true. Yeah,
we kill one off right off the bat. Let everybody know we're serious.
Yeah, actually, no. There's a lot of
before the movie
there's a lot of
starts.
black people in the movie who are actually who play
true.
big roles. So I'm not even. That dude, he wasn't nobody anyway.
need to establish a threat.
Yeah, exactly.
Matter of fact, they introduce us to one black character who is the worst actor in the entire world.
Oh, fantastic! That's good.
In a movie where nobody's trying, he stands out.
But yeah, man, Brian. It's funny because when I say that the movie doesn't believe itself, so Brian, the astronaut, he gets back down to Earth and has to explain to NASA what he saw, that he got attacked by, some alien particle effects. And NASA quickly looks, NASA, it's ridiculous to them. He tells them, yeah, just a big cloud of nothing came and attacked me. And that's why the whole thing blew up. And I'm miraculously the only one down here who remembers all this shit. This man is gone. The only other person who can actually vouch for you was conveniently knocked out the whole time. Yeah.
Now who you bullshit?
Get the out of here with that. That sounds like a Roland Emmerich movie. Get out of here. Of course, they fire him. Now he's looking like a broke-ass Buzz Lightyear. About to get evicted from his home.
Like they couldn't put him on administrative leave, or it's like, you're not going to be an astronaut for a while, but you can still work here. They were like, no, get the out.
Martin, that's too realistic. What are you talking about?
I know. You know what? As it came out of my mouth, I was like, what am I doing?
They put his ass in front of a NASA tribunal. They all told him to get the You give us your astronaut badge. You are no
That's how that works.
we heard your ass singing Total up there.
Astronaut
Dancing.
badge.
They let him out to the world too.
If you've been doing your goddamn job, that brown man would still be alive today.
Whoever he was.
Everybody loved him.
Yeah, that brown man that we can't remember his name right now, but he'd still be here today if you weren't up there bullshitting, the astronaut no more. I love it because Halle Berry, when he's when they are in the middle of that hearing, because they are so close. Like they're not married. They don't really have an affair.
Okay.
But they're good friends.
Right.
Yeah.
In fact, they're such good friends that the brown guy tells him, he's like, yeah, y'all like an old married couple. Oh. And then so when they get down to Earth in front of NASA, he's like, yeah, man, I'm telling you, alien space particles came and attacked, killed Brownie, and knocked you out and destroyed the space shuttle. I'm lucky to be landing here on Earth like this. Right, Halle Berry? He's like, I don't know what he's talking about. He's like, are you
What a great
I mean, I was unconscious the whole time, so. I mean, yeah, Brian. I mean, I guess I don't know.
You know, it's 10 years later, and it's not until those particles return to kill more astronauts, and they them up. I won't even tell you what happens, but they these astronauts up, man.
Why were they so nice to the first astronauts and so aggressive with the second wave?
It was a message. It was a warning. They didn't listen to Patrick, man. They didn't listen to Toto, man. And so they gave him 10 years to like pass the message. They didn't believe him, so they said, all right, I got to show you myself. Plus, y'all back here, I told you I had to come back up here in space. So
it's my space, Paul.
So they mess up these astronauts, man. And that's when and then the moon, all of a sudden the readings say, wow, this is out of orbit. And at this point, NASA looks up and says, you know, maybe he was right. Of course, shit. But now it's only a simple matter of just putting the moon back where it belongs.
I think you could do that.
It's like putting the moon back on a shelf. You know, we got to put the moon back where it
We're going
belongs.
to attach rockets to it? What are we doing?
while trying not to get killed by an alien dust cloud out there.
Oh, what's all that around the moon? Oh, it's pieces that have broken off, and they'll be hitting the Earth periodically.
Yeah, at some point. But let's worry
I wouldn't worry so much about that, though.
But let's worry about putting the moon back right now. One thing at a time, boy.
I love that. You see this whole debris field, and they're like, yeah, these things are going to be hitting the Earth. And they're just kind of like, yeah, you know, it costs of doing business. But
yeah,
as long as we get back into space. And giant titles. Yeah, I know. That too. But we'll be fine.
Can we focus on the matter at hand and put the moon back where it belongs? We'll worry about all this other shit later, man. Let's put the moon back where it belongs. Well, how the hell are we going to do that, Corey? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because thankfully, the conspiracy nuts out there were right. Especially this man, Sam from Game of Thrones. I forgot what his name was. KC is his name. Him and his cat, Fuzz Aldrich. Right here. Fuzz Aldrich, who actually did contribute some great ideas.
Oh, good.
You know what? Naming that cat Fuzz Aldrin, that's the best thing in the movie.
That actually
like writing was, I was like, okay, that was clever.
That was actually clever.
Like, what did you say? I said that was a clever name. All right, we got one. Boys, everybody stop working.
Yeah. Fuzz Aldrin. Fuzz Aldrin, who actually who contributed to saving Earth, by the way. No bullshit. But yeah, thanks to the crazy conspiracy theorists out there, especially KC, who all this time has been saying that the moon is an alien. But no one was listening. But now the time is right. Now they're listening.
I just have to break because NASA, they're like, oh shit, the moon is out of orbit. Well, we got to keep this quiet. But because one conspiracy nut posts something on Twitter, now the whole world knows about it.
The whole world and going crazy. But because he knew about it, he and everybody else out there that have been called crazy, they've been ready for this day for a long time. Mm-hmm. This is an asylum movie. This is an asylum movie, or any one of those movies that's released by a company that's doing cheap knockoffs of other movies.
Right.
Except this,
got the budget
you know,
for
that
it.
takes the premise of the legit movie and makes it crazier.
Where they saw the write up for Don't Look Up.
Yeah, exactly.
we got to rush and make our own.
Yeah. But they make those movies, like these crazy ass movies, they make them crazier because that's how they sell it on the box.
Mm-hmm.
But they do it for a fraction of the cost, right? So, you know, years ago, years ago, this movie, this would have taken the premise of Armageddon.
Sure.
Right.
You know, they would have written off the success of Armageddon. Except that Asylum, if they had done this, it would have cost them like $100.
Mm-hmm. And they would have filmed it over the course of 2 weekends.
In 2 weekends. What we got here, this is an Asylum movie or the like that's given a $150 million budget.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ever want to know what $150 million worth of stupid look like, that's it right here. You know, it's not a good movie, needless to say, but it's a movie that never slows down, and it is completely dedicated to itself. It's completely dedicated to its insanity. You know, this is it never stops trying to outdo itself. Which is, hey, look, if you're gonna be dumb, keep aiming. Hey, like we said, they literally shot for the moon. And hey, you know, this movie is like watching. For me, it's like watching an insane person, a crazy person. I can't stop watching because I wonder what are they gonna do next.
Sure, it's like the movie Dreamcatcher, where it was put together while somebody who was insane or completely on drugs and just cobbled together every random thought that popped in their head.
Ass weasels.
Yeah.
Let's add that to the story.
That's the strength of the movie to me, is that the commitment to its absurdity, man. So we all know this movie's bullshit. Even if they tried to make it make sense, we still know this is bullshit. Come on, y'all. Moon gonna get this close to the Earth, and we gonna be all right. No, what that happens? You ain't gonna put the moon back, especially an alien moon. You know, but or maybe that's why. You know, I don't know. But you know, we all know this is not plausible. We all know this is dumb. We all know this is crazy. This is Roland Emmerich just taking something that is insane because it gives him the ability to blow up things. I will tell you this, stupidity gives you the ability to blow up things in a more creative way. He just wants to play around. He wants to play with set pieces. He's like, yeah, I'll take this movie right here because this is totally out there, which gives me the chance to go totally insane myself with all these action scenes and all the special effects, all the destruction that I love. This man is he's just doing what he usually does, except now, you know, with probably the most insane premise, even more than Godzilla. This is probably the most insane premise that he has worked with today. I didn't think we could get past the ink and the Mayan calendar.
I know. Yeah, with 2012, I thought that's it, but he incorporates plenty of that in here.
Yeah, and you know, and I would tell you this. Those set pieces that they have here, those action scenes, I think they're impressive. I mean, he does all the stuff that you see on the Roland Emmerich menu, man. You know, he's blowing up major cities, coastlines are getting flooded. You know, major buildings are blowing up. As we said, you have, what were they called? Gravity waves?
Gravity waves.
Gravity waves trying to slap rockets out. I mean, they are really like hands trying to slap rockets out the sky.
It's getting away.
Yeah. He really goes into beast mode. Like the once the moon, like the closer the moon gets, the crazier Roland Emmerich gets, man. It's like a full moon turning him into a werewolf or something, man. Like at that point, that's where he really hits beast mode, man, and starts having fun. You know, like I said, car chases through the streets where gravity is disappearing. You know, jumping like caverns on zero gravity debris. Yeah. You know, it's like I said, a NASA rocket trying to escape the ocean, grabbing it. You know, it's insane, man. These all embrace the cartoonishness of the movie. Because I'm looking at this and like, I can't believe you got the nerve to do this, man. But he did. And it was like, all right, you know what? I am having fun with this. I was sitting next to two strangers And we were sitting up there, and it's funny because the one girl who was on my right, she was into it. I mean, there were moments where like children almost died. She's like, oh God. Once they got the news that the moon was coming, she's like, oh no. And by the end of it, she was like, oh, this shit is crazy. I was like, yeah, we were all laughing, man. I was like, yeah, I know.
There you go.
I know. Look, either you are mad as because none of this is making sense. Are you sitting up there laughing your ass off, having a good time? Because none of this makes any sense. Like, I love this scene right here because the moon is an actual villain.
Oh yeah.
Like the moon rises over the horizon. Like,
Sneaking up on them.
Yeah.
Thought I was gone.
He's here.
yeah.
I'm still falling.
Like
Still
the
falling,
moon-
guys.
The moon arrives like Godzilla, man.
That's great.
The moon's kind of an asshole.
Godzilla's theme
Yeah,
song playing.
when the moon showed up, it might as well said, everybody run! It's the moon! Yeah, you see in this clip right here, like the moon the moon is rising over the horizon like Godzilla about to attack Japan. Run!
Oh, we're still doing that.
Moon, you
Little
scared.
kids flying up
Yeah.
in the air, but there's
Yeah.
certain other things that are just remaining on the ground. That selective gravity. Oh, selective no gravity.
He's lighter.
Sure, Corey.
And they will hold on to a bar door. You saw in the trailer, it said screw the moon. Somebody was so mad at the moon that they broke into NASA's gift shop and put the moon.
Oh, of course they gotta do that. Yeah.
Yeah, but to get the rating down, they changed it to screw the moon. But when we saw it, it said the moon.
Oh, good, good.
No, they only did that because it's on the trailer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, in the movie, if you go see the movie, somebody said, no, the moon. Can't stand that motherfucker, man.
Hey, the moon was good to you for
For a while.
Your
No,
life.
the moon lied to us all our lives.
Most of history, yeah.
The moon's a liar, yo. I'm with that. The moon. Actually, they say they open up with the F word, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and they say it about 2 or 3 times here. So
Is this PG-13 or rated
it's
R?
PG-13.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
so
thought you can only say it once in a movie.
No. Well, maybe you can say it once and spell it out another time. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but the
Hashtag moon.
Yeah, man.
They shouldn't do. That's what I would mark the movie with.
You liar! Cancel the moon.
Cancel the moon, yeah.
That'd be even better.
Cancel moon.
Those aren't look, these things I'm telling you right there, the crazy action, the stunts, the set pieces, the effects, those are not the things to worry about in the movie. Those are not the bad things.
Oh, good.
I mean, those are things you expect.
Yeah.
It's a disaster flick, and somehow it turned into a sci-fi film, sure. So these kind of things, sure, this is going to happen. It's just the stuff with the people.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh boy, I could maybe go with this, but this dialogue and this characterization is just too much. You know, the thing is, so much of the disaster, as you say, in the action, a lot of it looks really good.
Yeah.
But there is a scene early on where they flood Los Angeles, and it looks awful. Like, you can tell it's all little models.
Yeah.
Like, it's all plastic buildings. It's almost like a train set. Like
You think that was practical?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I think it was
Interesting.
practical. Like there's one specific scene because I talked to somebody else who saw the same thing I saw, and it looked. It's so obvious that it's little models that I fully in the back of my head was expecting Godzilla to come walking up over the horizon because it looked like old school.
Yeah.
And the whole time, like, man, they kept bringing up the name Godzilla because I was like, wow. It just when this in the early stages before I knew how dumb it was going to get, I was like, man, with this thin characterization and these kind of effects and the way this is going. This, and even having a hollow moon instead of a hollow Earth, was like, this just feels like a Godzilla movie. Roland Emmerich should make a Godzilla movie. Oh, never mind.
Halle Berry, who is a fine actress. You know, I don't have to tell you that, except when she's not taking everything that's given to her.
Yeah.
But Halle Berry, she got to work. But
Yep.
hey, look, there's a reason why Netflix gave her money to like direct movies and whatnot. She's a good actress. I like Halle Berry. I do. But like I said, man, you're good actors. If you ever watch some actors improv without the direction of somebody, or if you just put a great actor in a bad movie and have them read bad dialogue. That ain't gonna help. That's not gonna help at all. And at that moment in the movie where it's early on too, where she has to cut back and look at the camera and says, "I'm doing this for the American people." I was like, God damn, you ain't doing it for me. Don't put me in there. Now, nonchalantly reacting to things that people should be going crazy over.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Like looking up and like, oh wow, the oxygen's coming back. It's like, well, you know what? Don't get too excited about it. You were just dying 5 minutes ago. So yeah. you know.
Yeah, I kept wondering about that with her because there's some moments when it seemed like, okay, she knows this is bad. She seems to be acting like she knows this is terrible, but she just got locked into it. Your boy Patrick Wilson is sleepwalking through this entire thing. As a matter of fact, even watching this, I was like, I see why Patrick Wilson is not the bigger star that he seems like he would be. He's got those leading man looks.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really bring that much to the table. I mean, he's competent. You never watch him and go like, oh, that guy sucks. But there's never that, when you're in a crisis mode, when the material's not there, where he steps up and brings something, where you go like, oh, Patrick Wilson is in this. Man, I can't wait to see this guy. It's like, no, he's there. He's a body. And through so much of this, he's pretty deadpan to the detriment. The only person who really showed his life is John Bradley. What's his name?
Samwise.
Samwise, yeah.
Like he's really into it. He's the heart of the movie.
That's why.
Yeah. but like if anything gives this a pulse, it's him because he's really into his character and having life in it.
I believe that.
I did not dislike Patrick Wilson as much as you did. I think Patrick Wilson, I think he's likable in this. He's kind of playing the everyman. You know,
He does.
Yeah, which he does. You know, I didn't mind him. He, you know, was that movie where, you know, these are types. These characters aren't not given a whole lot to do. They're given, you know, their type in the film because the priority is given to the bigger things. You know, this is a Roland Emmerich movie. You know, the stars are the effects. That
For the actors, yeah.
He came across to me like, my character's a burnout and I'm a burnout. I've reached this point in my career. I could have been another Kevin Costner, but no, it didn't really happen for me. And maybe if I'd been funnier, I could have taken some Bob Odenkirk roles, but that didn't. I'm the fourth guy on the list they call, and well, this is life now.
Damn.
Just say action.
You know, all this human drama that they have in here, man. The drama is don't even try. Don't try with this shit because there's a moment in here. See, the problem with me is when they try to the attempts to set up drama. That's the weakest thing to me. I was like, just talk to the moon some more, man.
Right?
You know,
Stay on the plot.
Yeah, because there's a whole subplot in there with Brian Patrick Wilson's astronaut character. His son, who's played by Charlie Plummer, you know, there's a whole court case going on, his son in jail type thing. It's like, you know what? When it was all done, I said, that meant nothing.
It meant
that was your attempt to just have a tender moment at human father and son bonding. You know, get the fuck out of there, man.
Which they barely even do.
Yeah.
And it's so much more with the step family. And yeah, all the playing around with science, I'm like, a dumb movie, okay. But with the drama, the weak ass drama, and the barely attempts at faint attempts at humor, that was where it was most insulting.
Yeah, you know, and like I said, Halle Berry, I thought she was trying to hold it down, but Halle Berry, you know, when she could move her face, you know, she got so much Botox going on now. Like throughout the movie, she's looking mostly like that. I want to smile right now, but I can't. And then near the end of the movie, they just go full exposition, man. There's a moment, I can't tell you where it is, but there's a moment in the climax where they just stop the movie and say, well, see, no, what really happened was, and it's like, oh shit, you might as well just sit down and have story time, you know, because they're telling you more than anything. Now they do give you some visuals with it. That's a bonus. But it's just like, damn, man, you just took a whole crate of information and just dumped that shit on my head.
Yeah.
You know, it's and by the way, none of this makes sense anyway. So we don't really have to keep going this deep.
I know. They go into such a deep explanation on it, and like, I don't care if you give me 2 seconds to really think about what you're saying, I'm gonna pick it apart. And I'm tired. I don't want to do that no more.
It's like
Prometheus, huh?
Like if I could really like if the movie was a person I could talk to, I would tell them like, you know what, you can stop now. Because This shit don't make no sense. You lying. Man, this is I tell you, this probably do well in China because it's already bombed.
They
here.
love this shit. They love this.
Yeah,
dumb shit.
it's already bombed
it's
here.
another Hawaii Brothers production.
Yeah, this is from Hawaii.
Oh, it's them?
Hawaii Brothers.
Oh,
You know,
man.
y'all they always put up H Brothers, but yeah, this is this will probably do well over in China because first of all, they love crazy shit like this, the moon coming down to the earth.
Yep.
You won't put ghost in movies, but this crazy shit, that's okay. Cool. they have a rule.
Yeah.
We can't show spirits. That's
right.
We can't show
Winnie the Pooh.
ghosts. but the moon coming down to kiss the earth. Oh, we can do that. Well, that's science.
And they do throw in a Chinese babysitter or
course
nanny.
they do.
Well, I was wondering why Holly Berry was just keeping a random Chinese person at the house.
There it is.
Just
Yeah.
a random exchange student. And I was like, what who, by the way, is teaching her son Chinese.
There it is.
So it's like, all right, well, there you go. And by the way, I'm sure it's re-edited in China, so where she's the hero.
Yep, of course, that's what they do.
That's why these movies.
I'd actually rather see that version.
Well, that's why these
Change.
movies are so crazy too, because they're cut up to be weird, because they're cut up to be remade or re-edited so that the Chinese audiences have something more to relate to.
Yes.
So a lot of this stuff sometimes feels like it's not flowing together well or whatever because they probably got two different movies they're trying to make. You know, they're trying to please two different huge markets. So yeah, that's why this looks crazy sometimes. I tell you, man, I'm not gonna recommend anybody see this, but I did have fun watching it. I mean, like I said, if you're gonna go stupid, man. You know, let's just go all the way. But at the same time, like I said, it is not a good movie, y'all. You know, it's one of those, I won't even say so bad, but so insane movies that it can be fun. But that's just me. You know, I like this kind of stuff when they get crazy. But I'll let you go ahead and finish and give your rating.
Oh, yeah. As much as I would like to believe that this was, ridiculous on purpose, it could have been solved by having a joke writer, so some actual comedy in there. Most of it, when it tries to make a joke, it falls flat. And the way most Roland Emmerich movies do. If it had been an hour and a half, maybe, but so much of it is padded out by this very poorly done drama that we have to sit through. And it's more of a, man, if you could have just picked one of these two things and this could have rolled, maybe we could go for it. No matter how much we describe it, you can't imagine it. Sure. You have to see it for yourself. But I would say do that with lots of alcohol and friends. Outside of that, it's some old bullshit.
I had fun and I was entertained. I would like to give it more, but I can't excuse the actual bad things that are in there. And so I cannot give this a glowing recommendation. However, if I saw this on TV or if I did rent it, I would definitely be hanging in there through the whole thing. I would sit down and see what are the other set pieces that we have there. So yeah, man, I was in the whole time. I said I cannot wait to see what they pull out their ass next. And for that, say it's so bad it's good. Say it's so bad, and that's the other thing about it. Like the more they were messing up on things, the funnier it was to me at that point too. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a. Y'all really, man? Do y'all want to know the spoiler for this?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you a spoiler question.
Because that spoiler is ridiculous. But for me, it's a rental.
Okay.
Here's the spoiler, which is very Armageddon style. So they find out that the moon is not just an alien construct, but here's where time travel comes in, kinda. That the moon is actually created by a civilization who was responsible for the universe, and that civilization is us.
What?
So check this out.
Yeah.
Check this out.
I did not see that coming.
This is where
All right.
I fell in love with the movie. Because I said, you got the nerve to do this.
We're our own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Future
so
us.
They living on this. What was that movie with the Jodie Foster in the ring?
Contact.
Contact.
No,
yeah.
no, not Contact. No.
Elysium.
Elysium. So
Yeah.
apparently the civilization is us. We are the ancient civilization. Billions of years ago, we lived on this Elysium type ring and we all lived in harmony. There were no wars. This is all done by exposition that's given by a computer AI on this ship. the ship has been watching apparently what we've been doing.
That's the abyss part.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But the AI goes on, which appears to Patrick Wilson in the form of his kid.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that is contact. Holy fucking
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I'm going to appear to you as something, as your best memory. So
Something you won't fear.
his son, aka this AI, comes out to say, yes, we lived in harmony, but those goddamn Terminators, I mean those those nanobots,
nanobots.
our technology turned against us.
Yeah, our AI turned against us.
The nanotechnology came together to wipe us all out. We had to leave our utopia and find another place. So pretty much what happened, they came down and terraformed Earth. And then I guess they built the moon as a protector or something. I actually lost track of this point. But apparently we got away from the AI. We left.
Okay.
But that is when Patrick Wilson was singing his Toto, that is when they found us again.
It was so loud. It was so annoying.
That is
It woke the
his
moon.
singing brought back the aliens. They're like, there those go. There they are. Yeah. That is them rediscovering us. They're like, there you bitches are. Got you. So now they are, for some reason, trying to destroy the moon, which will help to destroy the Earth, because that's the mission of all evil robots and
Yes.
technology, right? Is to save,
to wipe out all
is to-
organic. But yeah, they can't find you just by being organic, and they can't find your technology. But if the two are close to each other, that's when those nanites will find you.
Proximity, gotcha.
So they find you, and that now, this is where they figure out, okay, well, if we kill the aliens, then we're good. The moon, we can put the moon back, and everything is fine.
as you can do. Yeah.
So they find a way, because the AI shows us like they gave us a ship, and we actually have a bomb that can blow up this.
Oh, good.
this
Yeah,
alien ring.
the moon gives you a fleet of ships.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, hell
It
yeah.
collects
Good.
these ships,
Good.
apparently from our ancient race. So we have a bomb. We have a nice shiny ship that's been repaired. We got oxygen up here and everything, enough to last us to go back down to Earth. But somebody, and this is where your boy Armageddon comes in. Somebody has to stay behind to detonate the bomb.
Oh, yay.
Who do you think does it? I'm gonna ask you a question. Who do you think?
Oh, God. Sam.
You're right.
Boom.
Knew it.
Yes.
Everyone likes
See,
him. He's the one that you care
he
about.
pretty much says, Patrick Wilson, you're handsome and you have a family.
That's right. And I'm fat and
But
I'm
me,
weird, so.
I'm fat and I just have a cat as my friend. So,
Oh, God damn.
but you listened to me when I told you. You didn't think I was too crazy, even though you treated me like shit. So, you know what? The world must know what gifts and memories and knowledge the AI gave you. I will blow up the alien.
Hey, man, at least it wasn't a brown guy.
With that scene, did you notice how, because Patrick Wilson was going to be the one to make the sacrifice.
Yeah.
And then when he sneaks in and does it, and he makes that whole like, you have to go back to the world and let them know what the AI told you. And Patrick Wilson's like, but no, it shouldn't have been you. Oh, come on out of there. Oh, you sure? You got this? All right.
All right, man, we'll see you later. Yeah, or not.
He does not put up a fight.
Yeah, he's like,
He was pretty much
yeah.
close to saying, okay.
He's like, oh, she's watching. I better make this look good.
In fact, like, Patrick Wilson didn't shed a tear. He was
not.
crying because he had to leave Patrick Wilson. You're my only friend, Patrick. Patrick, oh, yeah, man. Go. The alien's right behind you.
Yeah.
Go.
Do you think, man? Do you
You
think?
better do it right now.
But it was funny because Patrick Wilson, when Sam was floating away, Patrick Wilson like he was smiling, waving his hand. Yeah, glad I'm not that fat. So we end up destroying the nanobots, the evil
Nanomachines,
robot,
son.
and it's because Sam blew it up. But the thing is, the audience did like Sam, man.
Of course they did.
So Sam, right when the Earth is getting back into place, everything is fine. Oh, we go back to the moon. And there's this mysterious figure that's being structured and configured.
I knew it.
And it's AI Sam.
Of course it is. Yeah, of course it is.
Hey, he says, where am I? Am I dead? And he sees his mother who has Alzheimer's because that's who he loves. That's his memory. Yeah. And she says, no, dear, you are part of the moon now.
You're a moon man.
She said, before you blew up, we took your we took your consciousness.
As you do.
And we took your consciousness and rebuilt you. And now you know what we have to do. And he's like, oh, really? What? dun 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 dun. Your credits roll is like, well, you have to wait for the sequel. Except that, no, we don't.
Quick question: is he still fat as a robot?
As an AI reconfigured, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's bombed at the theaters. I can't even defend it and say that it deserved not to. Yeah, I mean, look, this is a movie stupid, but they got a whole group of guys who made a profession out of being stupid. The Jackass people,
Sure.
you know, you're not gonna top Jackass.
Jackass is more intellectual than this.
Yeah,
They actually work with physics.
Yeah.
yeah. Somebody said that ending, the audacity. I said the same. When I walked out with Martin, I was like, they had some nerve. That's it, man. I pulled. You don't talk to him. I said, hey, come here.
Put that in the poster. You had some
You
nerve.
got some nerve to do this.
I wasn't gonna keep quiet about this.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
no, I
that's great.
grabbed Martin.
That's
Like, where you
great.
going? Like, hey, they got some nerve, man. They got some nerve.
Wow.
Yeah, that should be. You're right. That should be on the poster.
Yeah, honestly though, based on this review, I do kind of want to see it now.
Sure,
just for the hell of it.
I want you to see it.
Yeah.
But
Just
it's
maybe do a
terrible.
double feature of this and Jackass.
Man, I'm telling you, if we were to see this and we had some beers and we were at the Alamo, we would be laughing our asses
Yeah.
off. We would have fun.
All right.
I tell you what, if I don't know if you ever decide to go see this, like if you see this next weekend and I'm not in Vegas or something, like if you see this and tell me you're going, I would probably go with you.
Okay.
I would be drinking with you and we'd be laughing our asses off, man.
All right.
We'll call
I'll
Pat.
consider it. Patrick, yeah. That'll be his 5th time seeing it by that point.
Before he's at my party. Hey, you want to go see
Moonfall, still falling.
Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts.